Hey, how's it going, guys? So in this video, I want to talk about a case study that we recently put together for a med spa in our local town. This was actually out in California. And this med spa, we were able to add $10,000, roughly about $10,000 to $12,000 to be more specific, of new additional revenue per month to this med spa with $1 per hour AI agent employee. So I know we've been talking about AI agents on this channel. We've been talking about $1 per hour AI agents that work 24 hours a day. And so we did this for this one clinic that took a chance on us, and we had some phenomenal results. So let's go through the case study and see what happened. So this client was ME Medical Spa, and their project investment was about $1,500 setup to just install the bots. So it takes a little bit of a setup to install these bots in your system. Once they're installed, they're there now forever. All we have to just do is train them and tweak them as we go along and as we see results. So for $1 per hour was what they're paying for 24 hours, 7 days a week management. The results that they got were 40 to 50 leads generated monthly, about 20 plus hours saved, $10,000 of additional revenue boost in their business. So this med spa, they were struggling with lead conversion, despite they were running Facebook ads and maintaining an opt-in page, but their key pain points were manual follow-up inefficiency, so the staff could not respond to the leads quickly enough, inconsistent lead qualification, so no standardized process for understanding client needs, scheduling bottlenecks, back and forth communication, delayed appointments, lost opportunities, leads going cold due to a delayed response time. As you guys know, if you don't respond within 5 minutes, that lead is pretty much cold, so you've wasted money. Staff resource strain, aesthetic consultants spending time on repetitive tasks, so people that are meant to do their job in the med spa clinic were also doing marketing, so that didn't really help the overall business. So what happened was, when we came on board, we implemented a comprehensive AI-powered lead conversion and nurturing system with 2 agents. So the lead capturing integration was Facebook ads. They go to an opt-in page. Then from the opt-in page, when somebody opts in, the automatic AI agent is then activated. A real-time trigger system for immediate response, smart routing between voice and text agents based on lead preferences, the dual channel AI agents. We had one voice agent that had natural conversation flow for phone preferred leads, immediate callback capability within 2 to 3 minutes, and warm professional tone matching med spa brand, right? So it basically was able to match just the way their owners were speaking on the phone, just the way some of the salespeople were speaking on the phone. We were able to mimic that. The text agent was on SMS messaging for digital native leads, the conversational interface with quick response times, and seamless handoff to a human staff. So it wasn't all the way AI agents. At some point in the process, it handed off that lead to a human staff who would then go ahead and close that deal at the right time. Right here, if I zoom in a little, you can see the flow. You may not really understand exactly what you're looking at right now, but this is the flow that we built them to be able to do this entire AI agent process. So let's kind of go to the next step here. So intelligent lead qualification process. So both agents followed a strategic conversation flow. Service discovery, basically it's what aesthetic services are you most interested in? So we would, ask that question. Need assessment, understanding specific concerns and goals. Timeline qualification, when are you looking to get started? Preference mapping, treatment preferences, budget considerations, and then availability in the matching. What time slots work best for your schedule? Simple questions we asked to kind of get information from potential clients. After the specific questions were asked and answered, our trained solution will directly schedule a call with the leads on the calendar for live people. So automated booking integration system that we implemented, direct calendar sync with aesthetic consultants, real-time availability checking, automatic confirmation and reminder sequences, and CRM integration for seamless handoff. So essentially, when a lead was booked, it was booked on the person's calendar when they actually had time for that lead. So, the aesthetic consultants, people that worked in this business, would just come to the business and their calendars would already be full of appointments. So as you can see, if I zoom in on this calendar, you may not see it exactly, but you can see these booked appointments for the different people on the calendar, right? And what stage they were at. So automated follow-ups. So the system will also make follow-up messages for the meeting, engagement in their inbox and mail as well. And if someone was busy and wants to reschedule the call, the agent will do it accordingly to the calendar availability. As you can see, this was that process implemented right here. And so what were the measurable results real quick, right? So lead generation impact on the business was a volume increase in 40 to 50 leads per month. That's a 20 plus lead improvement per month that they were not getting. A response time, average of 2 minutes response time. Previously, they had a 4-hour delay. That's ridiculous. Qualification rate, 85% of the leads properly qualified before a human handoff. Show up rate, 73% of the consultations attendance, basically 73% actually attended their consultation versus before it was just 45%. So less than half actually attended back before. So now the revenue impact, like I said, was $10,000 a month. Average client value increased by 30% due to better qualification, because maybe you didn't ask them what they actually needed and they got a package that they didn't need. The conversion rate improved from 12% to 28% and more than doubled. And the cost per acquisition reduced by 60%, which is huge, because now that they have more money, they can spend that money on advertising, and now the advertising is handed off to actual AI agents, so there's no lag and gap in the assessment and the booking of leads. And then now the actual aesthetic consultants in the business, they also have the ability to go to the appointments that they can actually have on their calendar, and they had the time to just focus on their work at that point. So in the operation, the staff was able to save about 15 hours a week. So that's 15 hours a week directed right to the actual product versus marketing activities. Client satisfaction was 94% positive feedback on initial interaction, and booking efficiency was 90% reduction in scheduling back and forth. So this was the owner of the business. They said that AI automation system transformed our lead conversion process completely. We went from manually chasing leads for days to having qualified prospects automatically booked in our calendar within minutes. Our staff can now focus on what they do best, providing excellent patient care. So this system, guys, can work for dental clinics. It can work for any kind of clinics. This system exactly that we built. But of course, we obviously work on this med spa. So we put this little graph together right here that overall, so now it's been a couple of months since we've installed this system. They're on a run rate to have an additional $120,000 worth of revenue this year, 133% conversion rate increase. Like I said, 73% show up for their appointments, and the average response time to get back to a lead. And these are leads that the business was paying for. They're paying Meta, Facebook, money, and they want to make sure that those leads are taken care of. So our average response time of 2 minutes was saving them a lot of those leads that were qualified that didn't get followed up with. That's lost money, that's lost leads, so you don't want that. So 2 minutes was great. On anything under 5 minutes is excellent. So the executive summary, just to kind of show you this graph, the lead response time went from pretty much up here to pretty much right here, right? So this was kind of how the impact affected the lead response time. And then also the strategic AI solution implementation, intelligent lead triage, real-time routing between voice and text agents was super helpful based on lead behavior, because now AI can actually understand the behavior. So it's very much not just an automated kind of funnel or like a ManyChat flow. For those of you that understand ManyChat, this is an intelligent flow done by AI. It's like having a PhD student doing this work for you. Also, automated calendar integration was a huge factor so that appointments got on the right aesthetic consultant's calendar. And here was a really cool graph. So the yellow actually means this is what was happening before. The purple is what happened after. So response time drastically got cut down over here. Conversion rate went from 12 to 28. show up rate went from 45 to 73, and qualification rate went from 60 to 85. So overall, in the 6 months now that they've implemented this system, their monthly leads have skyrocketed, conversion rate has skyrocketed, they're getting 40 to 50 leads a month, 85% qualification rate, 60% cost per acquisition reduction, and 15 hours goes right back to the business for those aesthetic consultants to do their work, right? So overall, it's almost a 2,000% ROI on their investment. So again, the key factors here, guys, it's really understanding the fact that AI agents are not super expensive, but they're super needed, right? The next 2 to 3 years, this is going to be what anybody is talking about, how they're installing AI agents in their business. So if you are not familiar with this, or if you found this case study interesting, we are here to help you. Click on the link in the comments or in the description, and we're happy to have a call with you to see how AI agents can actually help your business. We look forward to talking with you, and see you in the next video, guys. Take care.